Hello there. I hope this is working. I cannot see myself. I've got the stream up and I'm waiting to check if it works. Yep. Okay, mute myself. I don't want to have to listen to myself again. Okay, my audio settings are messed up. I hope you guys can still hear me. Filters. How do you... Nope. That's not how you do it. Okay, well, I'll put my, the stream music on in the background when I get started. Media player. Let's set up a random... no, that's music library. Albums, do I have? No. Let's put on a... I have no idea what you guys are seeing at the moment, so... I hope you're seeing something. Oh. Why is it just stuck on this one? Just go like any... What is going on? Oh. Okay, it's working now. Okay, I have your background music on. So... how loud is that? I don't know. Is that good for you, or is it too loud or quiet? I'll turn it down a bit. Okay, I will start the actual stream now. So, the first question is from Mertonos, saying, should the rail for the Northwest get hybrid DMUs? Yeah, I think that's a good solution. It doesn't require the electrification, correct? But we can use that to make it just more reliable, I guess, and more environmentally friendly. Also, before I get a ton of questions about it, my headphones, a bit broken, but it still works, so... yeah. Now, how outside of the way, there's 3 of you, so... are there any others of the other questions, or do I just keep going on about DMUs and EMUs and hybrids? Because I have a lot to say about them. But, in general, I think there's a lot of potential for them. But it depends on if they do them right, and also what they can get Tasrail to agree to run on their tracks, because we have no idea what Tasrail is willing to or not willing to run on their lines. So, that's a thing we need to find out. But, let's... Mertonal says, hybrids might also have lower interior noise levels and might also lower running costs. Yeah, interior noise is a big thing here. Like, our diesel buses, I'm so glad to have the new battery ones up here because they are so quiet. In an upcoming video my members have seen, you will know how annoying that diesel engine noise is because I tried to film in it, a diesel bus, and it was awful, but I've had to use it because I don't have any other footage for it. But you'll see that next week on Thursday, so enjoy that. Anyways, I assume there are not many of you in here at the moment. I've only just started, but simply, this will be about a 45-minute stream, just Q&A, fairly relaxed, I'm not doing anything too much. Also, can someone please tell me if the music is alright, like alright level? I don't know. But another big thing is rising oil prices. Also, a hybrid trim might be even capable of all-electric tunnel operations. So, yes, Mertonos, oil prices are rising. Don't know how much that would impact a large-scale operation like this. Also, there are no tunnels on the route, and there are no tunnels nearby, so unless we were to do some crazy, like, Bernie City tunnel or something, there's no real reason for that. And hello, Cockatoo Transit, with your 4 highs. So, let's see. Going back to tunnels, there are no railway tunnels on the northwest coast. I don't think there ever have been. Well, I explored mining tunnels in my last video about the northwest coast, besides that, the most recent one, but yeah, there's no real need for that. Like, they would be capable of it, I assume, but I don't think there's a need for it on the northwest coast, at least in the short or medium term. But I suppose it's useful for whatever. It's too flat to require them, yeah. The northwest coast is or at least the populated areas are very flat. It's one of the only flat areas in the state, besides the Northern Midlands, basically, and Northern Midlands, and I suppose parts of the Meander Valley too, I guess, but there's still, like, small hills, so it depends. I'm not sure. But also, if any of you haven't noticed, I am in a new setup area. I have moved all my stuff around, and I would happily show you, but every time I move this camera, it seems to freeze for some reason, so I'm in a new place with all my stuff set up here on a table in a corner, which makes it easier for me to stream now. And yes, up here, that is a cat plushie with a New Bridgewater Bridge hat on it, because that is the sort of person I am. Because this is a cat tower here for my cat. He's not around at the moment, and he doesn't like my new setup, but so he will probably not be bothering us this stream. But it's a cute bothering, so I don't mind. But I will show you some of the things I have around here in the meantime. So, firstly, abandoned railway rubber from the Inveresk rail yards. Cockatoo Transit, does the real cat get confused by the plushie? No, he does not. He also doesn't really use his cat tower at all. You know what? Let's put the other cat up there with it. My cat's smart enough to not get confused by that sort of stuff. Also, let's move the mic closer to me, just so you can hear me better. I still have my 2 Lego plants that I keep on here. I've got those 2 there I keep here. This is a good opportunity to update my calendar, which is cats. I always forget to. It is the 24th. Oh, I've missed a few days. 24th and 25th. Oh yeah, these dates are day off, because this is last year's calendar, but I don't have a newer one. But, this is today's cat calendar. And let's put it back down on the desk. I still have my real plant here, which I'm not going to pick up just for the stream. And I have the full 3 edition copy of The Lord of the Rings, which is the sort of stuff I read besides transport. And I have this thing with my name on it, and I've got a few other small bits here and there, nothing too big. Oh yeah, and my my trains. If I'm bad at this stuff. The camera's up there. So I've got my HCMT and velocity. And if I take it up from up here, exclusive, kinetic Irizar bus, my only Tassie thing out of those. And good job, Victoria propaganda. No Victoria propaganda here. But they're trains, so I like them, regardless. I do not, use propaganda here. Oh, I've always forgot what's in here. I always have some, oh, it's just that. And if any of you are from the mainland, I got this in Sydney. It's one of the only things I have from the mainland here, besides those trains up there. I generally use local stuff for this bit. Those trains and that, I think, are the only mainland stuff on here. Sydney mentioned. Yes, Sydney mentioned. So, you successfully got a Sydney mention this stream. It's could be the only one. I'll go away music. Let's get better music on. By better, I mean more depressing. What else? So, we're actually doing good at the moment. We have no dropped frames, and that is good, because last stream there was like 5,000 dropped frames, and that was a pain. Because it looked really bad when I rewatched it. Which, I'll check how many people rewatched it. You know. You know what? You can get an exclusive look at my my analytics while we wait for more people to show up. So, hello, here is what I've got here. So, finding the last stream. Yes, this is my next video. That's what's coming out next week. Live. So 500 people watched the last stream after. And why? How are there 7 views but 8 people watching right now? That's not how a stream works. And no surprises, the video where I get political has dislikes. I can never see why, but this shows how far I've came from when I started, because my first ever stream was this, where I just did AI flights on Microsoft Flight Simulator for an hour, which was no doubt a thrilling stream for the... How many people watched this? 97 people who have watched that. No idea why, but it's one of the many thrilling streams I've made. These are all garbage, and I have no idea why I would have made these, and I'm just looking at what I'm doing. Okay. Chat, nothing is still happening in chat. Oh no, get away, get away. That is... Yep, there's decent-ish music. Okay. Not much happening at the moment, I guess, just waiting until people show up, I guess. But, no. I could not find anything to do on this stream besides just sit here and talk, because my City Skylines 2 was not working. For some reason, I don't know why, but it wasn't, and it is really annoying. No. What do I do in the meantime? News, there is nothing new. Why? Pulse, why haven't you updated any of your news today? Let me just Google Tasmanian news, so... What is the latest news? Yeah, there was the spirit docked in Hobart, in case you didn't know. Cockatoo Transit, how about reviewing Metro Dreamin' maps? Sure, if you can, give me the names of them, I can have a look at them on here, because I don't think you can send links in chat. I think it'll block you. I'm pretty sure I've set it up like that, so... Let me see, yeah, let's get up. Yeah. Let's see, so stream, I assume... Let's see, can I find it? Found it. That took way less time than I thought. For the record, I do not know much about Sydney, so... Is this a... so... Sandringham Sea, this all makes almost no sense for me, so... I don't know what you're thinking by giving me this as something to look at, because I will know nothing about this. Let's see. I know enough about it to say a couple of things, so... South Creek line, so that's the old, Ropes Creek line, right? And I assume this is South Creek. I mean, these do look like they are in the middle of nowhere, but I suppose future development, and up here, let me just remove the other stuff that isn't this so I can actually understand better where that I'm looking at. Okay, this makes a lot more sense to my little brain that doesn't understand Sydney that well, so... looking at this... They look relatively decent, but... Like, it makes sense to me. Do we need 2 different branches here? Near Sutherland and Bangor and Menai? Would it work to just have, like, one with, like, local buses continuing on the other? Like, I know these are decent alignments, but would they need to be... Also, the thing I'm confused about is, why does it need to be guided? Like, what is the difference between it being a guided busway and a normal busway? Oh, go on. Like, why do these... They're options, either or both. And, oh, okay. Yeah, why... Like, why should these be guided busways and not normal busways or light rail or anything else? To that one person in here who really likes Kanara Junction, you accidentally got what you want. And, like, here, why is it bypassing Narrabeen? I'm pretty sure Narrabeen is a pretty big place and you wouldn't want to bypass it. Like, and some of these stop gaps are pretty short. Like, I assume this is based off the Adelaide Oban. So, also guided faster. And turns that need to be done. I guess they're faster. Yeah, I guess. But is it worth it? Because I assume they'd be far more expensive to purchase. And like here, right here, why do we need 2? One at Narrabeen and one at Willoughby interchange. And let's go back. There's a lot of stuff to see. Also, Narrabeen is regular bus to go direct. Yeah, like, I suppose you could do that in conjunction with a beeline, like, bus lanes or, like, separate stuff. That, like, they can leave the bus to terminate. Oh, yeah. I'm never sure whether these mean, like, dedicated or something. Because you can't cross freeway as a pedestrian. It's so hard. Yes, but if you were going to build a station here on the Warringah Freeway, you would put a, like, I think there is a bridge there, right? Like, I do not know, but that looks like there is a bridge there. Yep, there is a bridge there, so you can cross it there. So, if I'm good one, I'm still watching on silent, so I have no idea what's happening. Well, you just... I don't even know what to say, and, like, High Street interchange? Like, could you call this, like, I don't know, like, Kirribilli or something, or... I don't know, something else. It would be confusing to have lots of stops in. Like, how many North Sydney stops are there? Like, there's a wharf down here, I think, somewhere around here. Like, somewhere around here is North Sydney Wharf, I think. Is it? Yep, there's North Sydney Wharf. And over here is North Sydney Station, and it just confuses me. I have sound. Please tell me what is happening. It's a Q&A, and while that people are showing up, I'm looking at Metro Dream and transit maps to see. Also, Cockatoo Transit, if you were still here, would you want to put the guided busway over the Sydney Harbour Bridge, or could you, like, stop it at, here, and then, like, bus lanes on over here, or just terminate them at North Sydney and put people onto either the metro or the trains over the bridge? The wharf is so irrelevant, like, so hard to get to from the city. Yeah, I can see why that would be irrelevant, but I suppose it would be useful for these people in this area. It would be much easier than walking to Milsons or North Syd. Right. Options, to be honest. Yep. I know, I do not know a lot about this, but I'm just using my basic transit knowledge to look at it. And, like, I understand transit, I don't understand Sydney, I'm trying to, trying to figure it out. And that is one long busway there, like, would you need a busway for that long? Because this is basically just paralleling the Northwest Metro, right? Like, there's not an awful amount of new areas served, right? Like, it serves, like, Lane Cove and Gore Hill, yeah, but, like, there's not a huge amount. Like, at least, I get you could extend it as far as, maybe Macquarie Uni, but no further, I guess. Like, I don't get why you'd want to put that all the way through. Like, and is this an underground busway? An underground guided busway? That is something that I haven't heard of before. I wonder what is happening with that big European train line thing we were looking at earlier this year. I don't know what you're talking about, I'll be honest. Please remind me. Please enlighten me on this. Also, this international interchange thing does genuinely pain me, because it is... No, that is such an inconvenient location. Like, that is not near the terminal, that would be an annoyingly long walk. Like, I know it probably doesn't feel like it, but where is it? Because I've been to Sydney Airport, to the domestic terminal, and I've used the ride share. So wherever the ride share is, walking there from terminal, from the end of terminal, I think this one, from like gate 58, 59, walking from there to here. Like, it feels so long once you're out of the terminal. It probably isn't, but it's not. If you want something else to review, Sydney have kept the trams. Okay, let's see. Is it going to show up? I assume you're meaning the one you made, not the one that another random person made, or possibly stole. I don't know. Whoops, that is not intended. Sorry, please go away. No, I'm not stealing it. There, I'm back. I did not steal it. So... This hurts my poor little mind to look at, because I don't understand a single thing that's here. Like, I have seen this map, and I did understand it, but it's just confusing. And, what? Ropes Creek Line. Tram. Yeah, you know, as much as I absolutely love the Penrith to Banks to Blacktown tram line, I don't think this. Also, I don't know if it's just your mic, but there's a lot of, background noise. There is the, what's it called? The washing machine is on in the background, so it probably is that. Anyways, I would love to review this map, but it hurts my little head to look at, so... While I wait for other suggestions from you, I will show you one of my best maps that I've made, which is this, a full 1940 map of Victorian railways and tramways. So, trams in everywhere and trains. This is a massive map and it took me ages to make. I'm not going to claim full credit, a lot of the research was done by Bag, but I did the full waypointing and I added all the trams and narrow gauge, so I think I can claim at least part of the credit for that. And I've made a lot of waypointing, like these, and I have added stuff that was not on the original map, like the Walhalla line. This one was a pain to waypoint, the Colac Crows line. Like, because of stuff like this, like Beach Forest, why does it go in and then back out? And, like, I could not find any definitive research on it. Also, you should look at English trends, sooty, southeastern on top. Why did I say that in German? Cockney Transit, wow, good job, yeah. It took me, how long did it take me? 14 weeks ago. A week. It took me 1 week to make that, and then it took me the next 14 weeks to get the motivation to add the trans, because those things took forever, but I added it, like, this week, so it's finally done. And, southeastern, I will find a UK trains map. Is there one of those here? Why is Adelaide trains coming up? No, I want to see, where's a, British Rail? I don't know. No, go away. I don't want that. Can I find an actually good map that shows this instead of just... If I just, like, I don't know, click on this, would that just show me on the side? I don't know. I'm just clicking on stuff until I find something. Until I can find something that shows all of the UK. Where's a, that's me. Let's just try and find... Yeah, search Southeastern Rail. I will try that after this if it doesn't show up. Let's see. Oop, right as I see it, and I refresh it, because that is the sort of person I am. Don't refresh it, me. If I click on this, it'll probably show up. Anyways, can we get back to the, actual, what's it called, the actual, Q&A, because that's why I'm here, not this, sorry, is this it? Is this all of it? Oh no, that's just, like, some bits of it, where is, let's try Southeastern Rail. The search results on this thing is really bad, like, I love it, but it's a bad, like, for search engines. No, go away, please, just... Yeah, I am sorry, Evan, but I cannot... Evan Goodwin, this is Metro Dreamin', but I found one, but we're gonna get back to, getting back to, the Q&A. I found it, but we're going to focus on the Q&A. So, I have your... Britain. Oh, I found an up-to-date one. Okay, so now, please just do the Q&A now. Is there a way for me to, like, add a Q&A feature for you to... I could ask questions that actually want... Ask me questions. There. So, please, you can... Now, ask me questions, and I will answer, and meanwhile, I'm looking at Southeastern, because... That is what you want me to look at for some reason. So please write your questions while I... Oops, that's Southeastern. While I look at everything that Southeastern has for some reason that you desperately want me to show on my stream. I can't see any questions there. I'm just going to see if there's anyone actually saying anything. Nope. Okay, Southeastern. Why? Huh? This is complex. You should, yap about Woollahra too. Yes, I did hear about Woollahra, the, new, station on Sydney's, eastern suburbs line, I believe. Yeah. You're saying Thanet Parkway is useless. I digress, because Cliff's End here, that's a fairly decently sized town. Like, that deserves this train station. Should it have just been called Cliff's End Station, not Thanet Parkway? Yeah, probably, but... Does that mean we... And, oh look, there's the one you were liking, Westgate on Sea. Also, it's really laggy, and I hope... Let me just check, is that my stream? Nope, it is not my stream. Questions, have any of you sent in questions? Woollahra. Yes, my favourite question, Woollahra. I'll give my opinion on Woollahra. I'm gonna stop doing that. So, my opinion on Woollahra is... Woollahra Station, yeah, rebuilding it's a good idea. Like, as long as they don't, like, mess it up and do, like, some crazy... As long as they actually build the TOD, then it's good, basically. if they don't build the TOD, then I don't see a huge point in it, because it's not going to serve that many people. But if they can build stuff around it, it will be great. But like, I still think Rose Hill Racecourse should have been the new TOD and station site, because I know there's some stuff about like private ownership and stuff, but I think like for a project of that size, they should be able to mandatorily acquire the place there. It doesn't even service Cliff's End, only some random construction site. I'm pretty sure it would have at least one link into it. Let's see. Let me just check to make sure. From looking at Cliff's End, let's see. Okay, yeah, now I can see why you're a bit annoyed or confused by it, because, yeah. Oh, but you can't see what I'm doing here, but, there is no link here, for some reason, like, unless it's changed since the Street View imagery went up. Yeah, there's no pedestrian access in the station, which, yeah, good idea, gone wrong. Like, this seems like it was a great idea in theory, but for whatever reason, they messed it up that badly. But yeah, like, it's a good idea to build new stations in areas like that, like Wallara and Cliff's End and all of that, but yeah, just do it right is the main thing. So any other questions? Let me just check if anything's come through, then I've missed it. Nope. Yes, Wallara. Any other questions? Anyone, please? There's still, how long is it until I finish streaming? Like, still got about 15 minutes, or just under, apparently. So, news. The only news is stuff that I would get demonetized for showing. Please, any suggestions? Evan Goodman, will you feature me in the Q&A to make it 50,000 times better? Well, you have been featured, so I guess you got what you wanted, but I guess, very vaguely. I suppose that counts. Does it really, though? No, probably not. Are you going to get annoyed at me for that argument? Yes, and honestly, I can't do much about it. Let's just put on... I'm gonna change the background music to be something funny. Let's put that on. What do I do in the meantime? Bot1 official, hi. Are you a bot? I assume you're not, that's just your name, but I just need to make sure, because I do not tolerate, like, bots and AI stuff on this channel. That brings me to something that, I get really annoyed by. On my latest video, I was, just looking around at the video when it went live, and something that, I noticed is that YouTube has auto-dubbed it using AI. Well, it's the one that isn't even out yet, so I'm not, okay, good. But I'll just get this up for now. I don't care that you're going to get a single spoiler into the video. So, there's your single spoiler for the video. You get this one screenshot, and so YouTube has auto-dubbed this video without me giving approval. So it's using AI to review my content and turn it into other languages. And if that, I'm not going to show you the video in the actual, like, in English, so you're not going to be able to understand it, but I'm going to put it into a language I'm going to hope none of you can recognize, which is, let's put it into Italian. Oh, I've muted it. As you can see, it is pretty obviously AI. I don't know how accurate this is, but it is in Italian, and like the stuff for all of these languages. So English, which is the actual audio. There's French, German, Hindi, Indonesian, Italian, Japanese, Polish, Portuguese, and Spanish. You're going to feature me in a video film sometime in late September and early October. No spoilers whatsoever. Well, if I do film that video, yes, absolutely. I do not know if I will, but hopefully. So anyways, getting back to this, this goes in any of these languages, like, you can watch this in Hindi. I don't think it's very accurate at all, but it does make it sound accurate, because it's not going to be at all to speed. It's not going to be at all accurate, and I do not like it at all. I wish that I could stop it, but I cannot figure out how to. But, so, I forgot. Go back to this screen now. But, you know, I think, Evan, I think this XP system is broken. How can no, Zero, I don't know. But, Evan, I do think we should discuss that, like, on stream to see opinions. Like, not giving any, like, big spoilers away, but, like, just some small ones, like, to get, because I do want some opinions on it. Who is that spamming that? That breaks my analytics so much by saying that, but, Evan, do you think we should, say some stuff about that on here? Please reply. Also, the XP system I know is broken because that bot person that just joined is #1, apparently. Which is unique, to say the least. Mwahaha. Yeah, so, what do you think we should say about it? Because, not too much, but just a little bit. I think saying a little bit is good, but I don't want to say too much about it. How long? There's about 7 minutes left in the stream still, so still got a bit of time to talk about it. Because while I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing, obviously, I want to give a little bit of a bigger spoil. Yes, LL. Yes, that. It's not. The name is not a spoiler. It has been in my YouTube community post. So. Oh, new comment on here. Thank you, pseudo-intellectual, for saying that on... Yeah, that is a community post you should all go and like. Where is it? This one. You guys really didn't... Please just go and have a look at this one. I will post the link in... Oh, you guys can't see it, but... I will post the link in chat to the post about it. I've pinned it, and let me just check. Are there any more questions in here that I've missed? I will end the Q&A since no one is asking stuff in it, so let's go back. I've sent the link to the post here, so people can go and talk to it. Let's see. What do I do in the meantime? So, yeah, so I'm going to say JLTG, because no one probs know what it is. Yeah, that's why I'm posting the link. But, let me just check to make sure I'm on the right screen. Yep. Let's see. Okay. Let's just check on how the stream's actually going in my analytics, so you guys get another little analytics look. So, you can look at my analytics, see what... Yeah, I'm not showing you any member exclusive content. That is member exclusive for a reason. As in, you don't get to watch it, and I guess you have to pay me money, but no one does, so I give them up for free. Oh yeah, here's something I like to do funny. Look at these absolutely garbage AI generated type video ideas that I'm sure none of you are actually interested in. So, riding Tasmania's least used public transport route, but there's no data. I don't know this. I cannot find any data about this, so I don't know what... It doesn't tell me, like... It's not a train. There's no... This is why I don't use the AI features, because they are garbage. Like, iconic Tasmanian transport journeys, then and now. So, bus, now, train, then. Tasmania's new electric bus trial. Oh, actually a half-decent idea, because I do want to do a video on this, but... I do not want to do a video on this with the Tasmania bus, or this thing, or any of these, because inspiration from other creators. RCT, ABC News, and the Kinetic Group, my 3 favourite YouTube creators. Why is there no one talking in chat? Please just say something. But, beyond a... So those are I've got some funny ones that I saved just for the joke of it. Especially, this one. The future of Tasmanian rail, high speed rail in Tasmania, my favourite AI generated one. Especially using steam trains, which was a thrilling idea. Or, diesel trains, because all of these are diesel, and... Oh, I didn't want to download it, and... California high-speed rail is what... Yeah, I do not want to save any ideas. They're garbage. Do a hydrogen bus video. I'm not going to do a video exclusively on the hydrogen ones, but I will do one on the battery and hydrogen bus trial. Tasmania's last ever steam train. There is more than one steam train in Tasmania. Like, there are more than one, so... This is an awful video idea. There are multiple ones. Least used bus route, I've already discussed that. There are none. Isn't, like, there's, some of these are half-decent ideas, like, here, like, I've already discussed, I'm already planning on discussing it, but most of them are garbage. Like, there is no reason I would want to do a video on Tasmania's last remaining steam train, because there are, like, 20, 30, even 50 of them. And, like, uncovering abandoned infrastructure connecting Tasmania's towns. Talk about vague. Like, let's say these thumbnails. How many of them would I ever consider doing something vaguely like them to use it? None of them. Why is there a tree? These are awful. So, you should do an international transit video soon. I wouldn't unless that I actually went internationally, which I'm not planning on doing. So, I don't... Like, I might at some point, but I'm not planning on. I'm focused on Tassie and a bit of the mainland, so... I might do more mainland content soon, I don't know, but... It's not a priority at all. So... I might consider it, but it's not... I am certainly not interested, like, planning a lot on that, so... It is... Or maybe something like Tasmanian transport versus places around the world. I guess, but there aren't many places for me to compare it to, because, like, there are very few places in a scenario like us. An island with, like, nationalized transport, with no, like, passenger railway service, and, like, a fairly large, there aren't really any, like, good comparisons. Like, there are no good places to compare us to, which is what's stopping me from doing that. So, unless I want to just absolutely obliterate any goodwill towards Tasmanian transport, then I have nowhere to go. Or else just hate on some random transit system somewhere. Anyways. Oop, we're nearly at the end of the stream, so I'll put on one last bit of music, which is the one I use at the end of streams. So... end of the stream time. So, any last questions? Please do them fast. because if that when this music finishes, I'll just turn the stream off, unless that I have some big reason not to. Check the news for one last time. Let's see. I'm waiting. I assume there's no one going to say anything. You could look at places with similar population and economy and see how Tasmania is faring comparatively. Give me an example. I don't know many that would have that sort of stuff, because not many will have a similar population and economy. We're a really unique place. Like compared to, like, South Island, New Zealand, but that's bigger than us, and there's not a huge amount. Like, both of us just wrecked our transit systems. Like, their only transport left besides buses is just tourist-oriented intercity rail, because, yeah, New Zealand is actually a semi-interesting video. Okay, 1 second. Okay, I will wait for you. I was going to end it right when that song ended, but I can wait around just for that. But New Zealand is actually the only country I would be interested in doing videos on outside of Australia, because they are similar, they're close by, and I do know a fair amount about their transport as well. Like, especially in, well, all the cities. Like, I do know a fair amount about New Zealand. It's probably, outside of Aussie, the best country I know about. Like, I can talk for ages about, like, the Northern Busway in Auckland, and, what's it called, the, whatever that, big suburb in Wellington that people want to build a train line to, like, Warrara, whatever it is, like, near Lower Hutt. Now you're just going to Google Earth and see what it is, because I'm not good at New Zealand place names. That is the one thing that stops me doing a video on it. Wainuiomata, Estonia. Let me just check. Estonia economy. I can't tell. Estonia has triple the population of Tasmania, so won't work. If you want to tell me more, feel free to contact me, like, in comments or somewhere else to give me ideas. So, anyways, thanks for this, for watching this stream, I guess, and no cat bothering us this one, but thanks for watching, and, I'll see you next time on Tasmanian. Bye.